there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today, and today is a huge day for Star Wars fans as it is the kickoff to Star Wars Celebration 2023, which is taking place in London. I wish I could be there so bad. Going last year was absolutely amazing and I want to go again, but unfortunately could not make the trip across the pond. But I have been waiting for it and we are finally here, and this morning we had some major announcements coming from Star Wars. And today, to kick it off, they had the Lucasfilm panel over at Star Wars Celebration, and they made a ton of announcements that I definitely want to talk about. But also, of course, as we are mostly a collectibles channel, we do have the release of some brand new Funko Pops, including the brand new Jar Jar Binks and the Droid 2-pack of R2-D2 and R5. And they should also be available in stores. At least the R2 and R5 2-pack I have seen is going to be exclusive over to GameStop. As far as I know, it looks like Jar Jar is only available on the Funko shop, so we are going to be going over to GameStop and seeing if we can find that 2-pack, and then hopefully we can pick up the Jar Jar online from the Funko shop and show off at a later time. So why don't we go ahead and start up by doing a little Funko Pop hunting. So let's go ahead and head out to GameStop and see if we can find that new pop. And we have arrived at GameStop, and inside it looks like they do have a lot of different Star Wars figures, including some of the Bounty Hunters ones like Darth Maul. They also have Darth Vader, Darth Sidious, which is pretty cool, Darth Tyrannus up there. They have Obi-Wan. It looks like they have some other ones like Letterkenny, some of the Hokage series ones. They do have some different Funko sodas like from What If, along with the My Hero and Jon Stewart ones. They have some more Star Wars pops like Proxy, along with some of the Obi-Wan figures. Mara Night Sisters, a pretty cool one. I see another Proxy. Here's the new Etrigan the Demon from Justice League. That blacklight pop is pretty cool. Down here, it looks like they got the Imperial Rocket Trooper. They have the 10-inch Sentinel with Wolverine. And then here's this Fall Convention exclusive 5-headed dragon. And we finally found the 2-pack that we're looking for, R2 and R5. Looks pretty cool. Here's an up-close look at it. All right, guys, and we are back, and we are empty-handed as we actually did not pick up that Droid 2-pack. Fortunately, most of the boxes were pretty badly damaged or had some dings and stuff like that, so I decided to pass on it. But I do know at this point they are now going to be available on the Funko shop. By the time you see this video, it will be on the Funko shop. I do anticipate both of them to be available for quite a while, so if you can't get to them right away, don't worry, you should be able to order them a little bit later on the Funko shop, and that's something I might do myself. But guys, outside of just the Funkos, so many other amazing Star Wars things have been announced today. So let's run down all of the big announcements that came out from the Lucasfilm feature panel at Star Wars Celebration this morning. Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy started off by talking a little bit about Andor. They invited the whole cast of Andor out along with the creator Tony Gilroy. They talked a little bit about the show and what their plans are for Season 2. And we can now expect Season 2 of Andor to come out next year in 2024, and they said they are hopefully planning for around an August release date. And for some people that were there, it looks like they did actually show a little bit of a sneak peek of some footage of Andor Season 2 for what they already shot. I'm super jealous of that. When we went to Star Wars Celebration last year, they showed us a teaser of Ahsoka. They're only shooting for about a couple weeks, so I think that's such a cool surprise. Of course, that's not something that they're going to release to the public, but that's a really fun surprise for everybody who was in attendance. After that, they brought out Leslie Headland, who is the showrunner and creator of the new Star Wars series, The Acolyte, that's coming to Disney Plus next year. And this thing sounds super cool. They did confirm that it is going to be a High Republic era type of story. They did bring out some of the cast, including Amanda Stenberg, Lee Jung Jae, Jodie Turner-Smith, and Manny Jacinto. And The Acolyte is currently shooting. They said they've already finished 4 of the episodes with some remaining to go. And they gave us a little bit of an idea about what we can expect from the show. The creator actually said the pitch was Frozen meets Kill Bill with like a villain take on it. That is really interesting. I cannot wait to see the show next year. And of course, they did show a little bit of footage that I heard was really cool for some of the people I've been following on Twitter. They said we do see some High Republic stuff in there. That is so cool. I can't wait for it. And after that, the Mando crew came out with Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Rick Famuyiwa to talk a little bit about The Mandalorian. They said that Rick Famuyiwa was going to be directing the last 2 episodes of The Mandalorian Season 3, and they even gave the audience the first 7 minutes of the next episode, and they said some pretty crazy stuff happens in the opening, so I can't wait until I see it on Wednesday. Then they talked about The Skeleton Crew, which is a brand new show coming from Spider-Man director Jon Watts. This is something they talked about at last year's Star Wars Celebration, and I think sounds so cool. Jude Law's gonna be in this, and they said the story is about a bunch of kids who want to go on a great adventure, but it might be more than they can handle. And it was described as like an Amblin type of story, which that sounds fantastic. I guess maybe a little bit of E.T. vibes in there. And they shared the directors for this series, including Jon Watts, David Lowery, the Daniels, Jake Schreier, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Lee Isaac Chung. That is a great stable of directors. Then they talked about one of the shows that I'm most excited for, which is Ahsoka. I actually got the shirt at last year's Star Wars Celebration, and it is supposed to be coming out later this year. And they gave us our first look at it with a brand new trailer, which I have watched multiple times now. It is so cool. I cannot wait for the show, seeing all of the different characters that we know and love from Star Wars Rebels, plus a lot of new characters. And they did show this brand new poster for the show, which looks really awesome, that close-up of Ahsoka's face. And they gave us our first look at some of those Rebels characters in live action, including Sabine. And they also confirmed something that I guessed a while ago, is that Mary Elizabeth Winstead will be playing Hera in Ahsoka, and she looks absolutely amazing. And if you watch the trailer, we saw some really cool surprises, like Mon Mothma was in it, and the thing that I was most intrigued about, Grand Admiral Thrawn is gonna be in the Ahsoka show. We got a look from behind. We still don't know who is playing Thrawn. That's something that might be revealed later. So the trailer is available for everybody to watch. Definitely recommend you guys go ahead and check out that Ahsoka trailer. And then Kathleen Kennedy started talking about movies, asking where are the Star Wars movies, and she wanted to give us a little bit of information about that. She did reveal this brand new Star Wars timeline that has the Old Republic, the High Republic, the Fall of the Jedi, the Reign of the Empire, the Age of Rebellion, the New Republic, and the Rise of the First Order. And they announced 3 brand new Star Wars movies that will be directed by James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Sharman Obai-Chinoy. And so James Mangold, who is the director of the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, is going to be directing a brand new movie about the telling of the tale of the Jedi. Dave Filoni is going to be directing his own movie, which is going to be about the Imperial Remnant versus the New Republic, which is actually going to tie in the Mandoverse. And Sharmeen Obai-Chinoy is actually be directing a new movie that's going to be set 15 years after the Rise of Skywalker, about the new Jedi Order. And one of the biggest surprises, they unveiled that Daisy Ridley will return and Rey will be in that new movie. I'm super excited about that. I've wanted more Rey stories because Rey is actually one of my favorite Star Wars characters. So seeing her back and seeing her on stage with the Star Wars fans was such a cool thing. And Kathleen Kennedy did say they're going to be sharing more stuff over the next several months. There are other projects that have been talked about previously that we still don't know what's happening, like that Taika Waititi movie that's supposed to be happening. We don't know if Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron is completely dead. Who knows what's going to be going on with like Boba Fett, or if there's going to be any more Obi-Wan shows or movies coming. So there's a lot of other stuff that they can potentially share throughout this weekend, or maybe in the next coming months. And the last thing they showed for the Lucasfilm panel was actually Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. They revealed a brand new trailer. Definitely a really cool thing. I love the Indiana Jones franchise, and I cannot wait for this next movie. And this one looks so good. This new trailer is definitely the best out of any of the trailers so far. But guys, there was our look at all of the announcements coming from Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023. And so many cool new things coming for Star Wars, and of course Indiana Jones as well. I am so pumped. Can't wait for Ahsoka. Can't wait for the Acolyte. Skeleton Crew is going to be really cool. There's so many other things. And those movies, actually seeing Star Wars movies again is a dream come true. I wish we were there. Unfortunately, we can't be there, but at least being able to be a part of the excitement online and sharing my excitement with you guys is definitely a cool thing that we can still do. But that's all we have for today, guys. I do want to hear from you. What do you think about these new announcements coming from LucasFilm. What's the thing that you are most excited about? And also let me know what you think about the new Star Wars Celebration exclusive Funko Pops of Jar Jar Binks and the Droids 2-pack. Did you plan on picking either of them up, or have you picked them up at this point? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like in this video as well if you enjoyed it. And of course, you can always hit that bell to be notified whenever we have new videos drop. But thank you guys so much for watching today. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.